The water at Nathan Benderson Park will be full of unusual sights this weekend as part of the Sarasota International Dragon Boat Festival. 30 dragon boat teams, both competitive and recreational, will compete, but some are paddling for a purpose, including the Survivors in Sync breast cancer survivor dragon boat team. Angela Long is team captain, and she's here with two more of her team members to tell us more about the Dragon Boat Festival. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
We're thrilled you're here, and we're also thrilled that you kind of recreated one of the dragon boat on our set. So
somewhat, yes.
So we want to talk a little bit about your team, Survivors in Sync. How did the team come together?
The team came together in late 2013, 2014 when the International Breast Cancer Survivor Dragon Boat Festival was coming to Sarasota, which brought together over 100 breast cancer survivor teams from around the world. And it was the first time that the competition was held on U.S. soil. So it was a very exciting time for us, and we got to represent the Sarasota area.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now tell us a little bit about your team. Who is it comprised of?
Right. Well, we're all breast cancer survivors. Our ages at this point range from our 40s, and our oldest paddler is 80 years old.
Oh my gosh.
We have all stages of breast cancer survivors. Some are finished with treatment. We have some who have gone through recurrences and are going through treatments as well right now. And some are hoping to get back on the boat very soon. So, and then we have several stage 4 breast cancer survivors on our team. Wow. So we have a range.
In addition to the sport, tell us a little bit about the camaraderie on the team.
It's really amazing. We come together because of breast cancer and support one another no matter what we're going through. But in dragon boating, we focus forward. And it's about setting our sights on hope and concentrating on our wellness and well-being and just focusing on what's to come with the next competition and just staying in the present and focusing forward. So it's very inspirational.
Help us understand dragon boating a little, because I looked at the video. There's a lot of people on one boat.
Yes.
I mean, a lot.
Yes.
So how many, and exactly how do you, I saw a person in the front. Explain how it all works, how you keep it together.
Right. Well, there's 20 paddlers in the boat.
Wow.
There's 10 rows, and there's 2 paddlers in each row.
Okay.
Then there's a drummer that sits up in the front of the boat, and they keep the time, the beat, so that everyone stays in sync.
So actually drumming, hitting a beat.
Yes, actually drumming, and they beat to the
That
stroke.
would be Linda. Linda's our drummer.
Somewhat, except for she doesn't have the dragon head in
She's
front.
holding the head.
But I'm just telling you a general light. Linda is the one that holds us together.
So perfect positioning
Yes,
for
Linda
her.
is the drummer for our little team. Yes.
And then in the back of the boat is the steers person, and they stand, and that's typically what I do. I'll stand in the boat and make calls to direct everyone, me with combination with the drummer.
So you'd say, Joey, faster.
Faster, get in sync.
You'll have to say. Yeah.
This is very interesting. I would think from the women's point of view, obviously it's about the team and doing the sport and getting out on the water, but to just have women who understand where you are, where you've been, and what you're going through, that's got to be so important.
It's huge, and that's really our base, having that camaraderie, that level of comfort and knowing, and it kind of hooks people in. They come, I think, because it's intriguing to them, the sport, and having that commonality with the others, knowing that they could probably do it too, and then once they get in there and they see that they can do it, not that it's always easy, sometimes it's hard, but that in a sense is such a piece of accomplishment and really inspiring and motivating and empowering for each and every one of them.
It must give you your power back, because here's something very athletic, very hard, and you can do it and do it well.
And you can go fast with 20 people paddling. I'm excited about this.
All right, so how fast can we go with, what do we have, 5 or 6 here? So you're going to give us a little demonstration on how to paddle.
Right. Well, I'm going to break down the stroke. This is what I do with our beginner paddlers. I break down the stroke into segments. The goal of dragon boating is to set your body in positions where you're using your big muscles and not just your arms, and you're trying to keep the paddle at a positive angle. You're also trying to reach and grab as much water as possible with the paddle in a positive angle, you know, coming back to your hip before you go negative is what we call. So the position one is called the setup. So you're reaching, your arms are straight, you're big, you're leaned forward, your back is rotated to the water, beautiful, and your paddle is at a positive angle, just like that. Great.
Positive angle meaning going forward?
Exactly, just how you have it.
Okay.
We choke down just a little bit on the blade so you get as much leverage as possible. Right. So you're going to set your arms, you're going to keep them, I hate to say lock, but let's say set. So you're going to put this hand up a little bit more, you're going to straighten it out. Exactly, just like that. Okay, so the second thing that you do is called the catch. That's when you're going to lower your body and your arms a little bit, and that's when you're going to grab the water. So you want to do that before you press. The press, you pull back, you're pressing down with the top hand, and you're pressing the water down, lifting the boat up, and you're pulling it back to your hip, just like that. You want to stay forward, facing forward. You want your shoulders square at the end of your stroke, right? Your top hand is up here because you want to keep that paddle positive, right? Okay, perfect. So that's the end of your stroke. Now you're coming into the recovery, what we call the recovery. This is where you relax. It's a nanosecond of relaxation. But you want to take full advantage of that moment, right? So that's position 4, and then you go back to position 1 at the catch. Right. Okay, so
this is a intricate sport.
It is. It's we're constantly fine tuning. You never get it.
Can we try to find a rhythm? Like, let's give it a try and see if we can do it.
Pat is going to be the stroke.
Okay.
And you're going to follow her. So go.
Oh man.
And that happens in dragon boating.
And then you just keep going after you click?
Exactly.
Now, I will tell you the most important thing that I have learned is that it is not rowing. In fact, the team joked with us before that when you say rowing, you have to put $1 into the paddle jar. So I already owe you a significant amount of money.
That's right. First lesson in dragon boating is we paddle.
Yes.
And we face forward. We go forward.
And you have to engage your abs to do this.
Yes.
Linda, you're doing a fabulous job.
Strong abs, strong legs.
Well, we're going to
really
keep
important.
paddling, not rowing, but we want to let you know that the Sarasota Dragon Boat Festival is Saturday, April 21st at Nathan Benderson Park. To find out more about the breast cancer survivors team, you can go to their website, survivorsinsync.org. Coming up next, we have some mommy must-haves, things to do with your toddlers here on the Sun Coast.